Land vehicles are confirmed. Yes, Bethesda has finally shown off land vehicles in Starfield for the first time, and I cannot be more excited. The news comes courtesy of a Bethesda video they posted to their YouTube channel. At roughly 4 minutes 40 into the video, we can see a brief bit of gameplay showing a terrestrial vehicle in action. It's zoomed out, but it looks to me like a 4-wheel rover. Plus, check out the cool detail here of the dust cloud being thrown up as they drive. Very cool. Bethesda looks to be doing land vehicles right from that detail alone, although I have got a few questions that hopefully will be answered very soon. For instance, if we have land vehicles, does that also mean we're going to be getting a vehicle bay to add to our ships? If not, where do our vehicles come from? I'm thinking in addition to vehicles, Bethesda will add optional vehicle bays into the ship builder that we can add to our ships and then drive our vehicles into. Then again, what if you just forget to stow your vehicle upon takeoff? If you forget to drive it into your vehicle bay, does that mean you can potentially leave it behind on planets? Or you just fly off and leave your vehicle behind? Well, to solve that, maybe land vehicles just spawn whenever we summon them. That would be the easiest option for Bethesda. You would just bring up a menu and call it in like No Man's Sky, and it would kind of just materialize out of thin air. That wouldn't be very immersive though. Like, I just don't want to conjure things and have them just exist. As a sort of in-between, you could also call your vehicles to get dropped off at your location. Sort of like the Warthog in Halo. But then story-wise, who is this mysterious ship that's going to be dropping all of your vehicles? Doesn't really make sense. My preference out of all of these would be the vehicle bay on your ship, but realistically I can just see vehicles being a summon that magically appears. Kind of like your horse in Skyrim. Another detail you can notice, look closely and we can see what pretty much looks like Vasco on the rover. Now I might be wrong, but this vehicle might have a special compartment that is able to carry companions, not just Vasco, and I love that. To be honest, it makes sense. Like, what are you going to do? Just jump in your rover and leave your mates in the dust? I cannot see that personally. So yeah, I think we're going to be able to drive around with our companions riding shotgun. But how will your vehicle handle? Personally, I don't expect any believable physics models here. I think it's going to handle pretty much how you'd expect a Bethesda vehicle to handle. This is a developer not really known for vehicles. The closest approximation we can kind of get a glimpse from is the motorbike mod in Fallout, which obviously is handled by an external person or team. And to be honest, that's all I really want from this vehicle in Starfield. Something that just speeds up exploration and gets you from A to B. It doesn't have to be super realistic. That's the cynical prediction though, but I'm just trying not to get too high with my expectations. If we are really just throwing caution to the wind about how this is going to work, what I would really love to see is vehicle customization. Just like ships, maybe we can choose the paint jobs and colour it however we want. That would add a nice little personal touch. And maybe it will even have a dedicated vehicle builder so we can swap parts in and out. Bethesda has done this in the past with Fallout 4's Automatron DLC. I don't know if you remember that, but you can create your own robots and customize them however you want. So they do know how to make systems like this. But I do hope the vehicle customization in Starfield goes a bit further, because really on that Automatron DLC, you were just selecting predetermined robot models. I would like the full vehicle builder treatment, like a land-based version of the ship build. That would be amazing. But you know what? Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We have a vehicle, and that might just be the most exciting news we've had out of Starfield since launch. That is enough for now. I'll leave you with one thing though. Notice how developer Tim Lamb here says that this is their first land vehicle.
So the team is working on our first land vehicle.
That implies there are more to come. So you know what, guys? This is just the start. I think we're about to get an entire fleet of vehicles to play with in Starfield. Maybe more different models of rover, some additional bikes, maybe even a Star Wars style speeder. But that's just my prediction. How about you? What are your theories about how we'll acquire land vehicles, and do you think we'll be able to customize them? Let me know down in the comments your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, do subscribe to the channel, and if you would like to support me, head over to patreon.com/gaming with Griffin. Thank you. See you in the next video.